Good morning guys, I'm Mr. Pokemon Master Zeno. Today I'm back with a new video. Today I'm going to teach you about a very special topic, that is Pokemon competitive battling. In today's episode I will show you how can you battle, take parts in tournament. I will have two parts of this because in one part I cannot go everything in it, so you can't understand it very well. And another thing is that I am working on a Pokemon game, a Pokemon ROM hack, so I won't be uploading for the next month. I hope my game would be successful, it would be nice, and I would try to upload it, and I will try to make everyone playable. So let me just start this episode. So first we'll talk about the type effectiveness and the type type effectiveness and type weaknesses. So let's begin. Before that I want to say you that you shouldn't be a perfect player. No one is perfect, everyone makes the mistakes. So if you are thinking that I cannot because I don't know anything about natures, EVs, IVs, before I also didn't know, but when I started to play Pokemon properly with my attention, I started to get it. So hopefully even you will get this video. And now let's start with number one, type effectiveness and type super effectiveness and type weakness, strengths and weaknesses in short. So let's begin. The background is very nice for this video. So now as you can see, there is Pokemon type chart, strengths and weaknesses. As you can see, poison and steel is super effective on fairy fighting, and fairy is super effective on fighting in dark. Fire fighting ground are super effective on steel. Steel is super effective on ice, rock and fairy. Fighting bug and fairy types are super effective on dark. Dark is super effective on psychic and ghost. Ice, dragon, fairy is super effective on dragon, and dragon is super effective on dragon. Ghost and dark types are super effective on ghost types. Ghost types are super effective on psychic and ghost types. Okay, let it be this chart. This chart is a very, once you just refer it after pause this end. And as you can see, fighting is super effective on normal doesn't have any weak super effectiveness. And here's another bit, let me just stop. On the screen you can see a table chart I have made by own. As you can see, the type, super effectiveness and the weaknesses, so you can even just refer this. So I'm going to refer this now. So let me just share this all table. Wait a second, let me just expand this layer. So let's begin. The first type is fire type. It's super effective on steel, grass, bug and ice, and its weaknesses are water, ground and rock. Water is super effective on rock, ground, fire, and weak is weak to electric and grass. Grass is super effective on water, ground, rock, and its weaknesses are fire, flying, poison, bug, ice. Normal has no super effectiveness but is weak to fighting. Rock type is super effective on flying, fire, bug, ice, and is somewhat, as most of the electric type is not decided by mistake. And grass, water, fighting is the weaknesses of rock. Ground type is the next. It's super effective against rock, steel, fire, poison, electric, and is weak to grass and water. So here the least number of weaknesses is of ground. Flying is super effective against grass, bug, fighting, and is weak to rock and electric. So okay, where we have stopped, the flying type is super effective on grass, bug and fighting, and weak to rock and electric. Fighting type is super effective on rock. Fighting is super effective on rock, normal, ice and steel, and is weak to fairy, fly and psychic. Fairy type is super effective on dragon, dark, ghost, and is weak to steel and poison. Poison is super effective on grass and fairy, and is weak to ground and psychic. And it is immune to steel, and steel is immune to poison. Okay, wait a sec. These guys just make troubling me by calling me again and again and asking for take an ATM card from our bank, take this loans, that loan. So let's not waste more time ahead. And steel is super effective against ice, rock, fairy, and is weak against fighting, grass and fire. Next type comes in is dark. attack is super effective on Ghost and Psychic, and is weak to Fighting, Bug and Fairy. Psychic is super effective on Fighting and Poison, but is weak to Dark, Bug, Ghost. Bug is super effective on Psychic, Grass, Dark, and is weak to Flying, Fire, Walk. Electric type is super effective against Fire and Water, and weak to Ground. Ice is super effective against Flying, Grass, Dragon, and is weak to Fighting, Fire, Rock, and Steel. The next type comes in Ghost. Ghost type is super effective against Ghost and Psychic, and is weak to Dark and Fairy. Dragon type is super effective on Dragon type, and is weak to Fairy and Ice. If you want a full explanation on the type weaknesses and type effectiveness, I can even do a video on that, explaining how can a fire type be super effective against steel and weak to water. So let's just leave this topic here, and the next topic is that team building, team coverages. For example, I am having a Ember with all fire type moves. If what would happen if there is a flying type Pokemon or and water type comes front of me? So this comes in the role play. The number 2 thing I am going to teach in this video is building a perfect team with all coverages. So as you can see on the screen, this is my Pokemon Black. As you can see, there is a very solid team. Sorry for that, just I am seeing my chair. Okay, this is the attack stat of my Sigilyph. It's a Psychic Flying attack. As you can see, it's have around all of the stats are great. Flying is for physical, Ice Beam is special, Air Slash is special, and Psychic. Okay, I kept Flying for physical, so it won't do damage, but Air Slash will do as a special attack is higher than our normal physical attack. And Psyche is a special attack for the stab damage. There's 1.5 into stab damage too. And it's okay. Next Pokemon is Embo. Embo has a great attack stat, and I have gave it the item Expert Belt to power up his Hammer Arm. I teached it even one more fighting type move I forgot. Here's the Hits Crash Hammer Arm, as its physical attack is a lot, hit crash, and its weight is also a lot. So the user slams his target with his flame covered body. There is more outweighs the target, the greater the damage. And how much would a boar be? A boar can kill an caterpillar with hit crash. Let's see how much weight does it do. Here's Flare Blitz, a physical 120 damage if the front man is more heavy, and the return for the coverage. Its speed is 107. Its speed is not that much great, but see its rest of the stats, it's almost perfect except its defenses. Here's my Tusky, the what we say Haxorus. It's having great attack, physical stats, and special defense, and a great speed, but its special defense is a little weaker. Yes, Outrage, a dragon type 120 power with physical move that could KO, but I wouldn't it a lot because at the end it confuses the user. So next is Strength for the coverage. The tick for those pesky Ice types and Dragon Claw. When I could not use Outrage, I would use Dragon Claw. It is very helpful as it's 80 power. It's decently good, and its ability doesn't do anything. It's having Draco Plate. Okay, here's my boy, the Stepland. It's a physical attacker with great moves, except great stats except special attack. Again, its ability is Sand Rush, boost the Pokemon speed in a sandstorm, but it wouldn't affect us more. So here's are the moves. Here's a Wild Charge, as its physical attack is more. Here was Fire, Electric Fang, Thunder Fang. But I just change it to Wild Charge because Wild Charge is powerful than Ice Fang, and simultaneously it's a physical move. Here's Ice Fang, 65 power, a physical Ice type move. Just Crunch, a physical 80 power Dark type move. These 3 are for coverage for my team. And here's normal type button for the stab damage. Here's my outstanding Croc, the Crocodile. It has amazing stats, outstanding stats except the special attack. Again, its ability is Moxie. He has outrage, 120 power, 120 power physical dragon type moves. He has earthquake, 100 power, 100 power physical. He has fall pain, 95 power physical, 70 power physical, 70 power ghost type shadow claw. It's great. And its held item is soft sand with a single moxie kill. As soon as kill, we get attack boost. Moxie plus soft sand plus earthquake is a very good choice. And the next team member with us, and the last team member is Kofragigas. He is a tank, almost best tank in my, and a special attacker. He has disable to disable the force moves if they are using more like flare blades or the moves that can damage my team a lot. So I use this. Yes, the Omnious Wind, a special ghost step 60, a shadow power for 80, and yes, Axe for 50 if the foe is having any status problem like poison or so. I don't know why my tongue tripping so much. It doesn't have any item. Without an item also it's great. And as you can see, this is my team. I seem it perfect, but it is not. If you want, you can make better team than it. And let me just save over here. And okay. And even it's my old habit to save after every game. So if I wouldn't mess up anything. Okay. So if you like this video, please make to like my. If you like this concept of video and you are waiting for part 2, just comment me. I will just as soon I will leave my game, I will leave my all programming stuff, everything. I'll leave my school and I will make for you a game for your video. And if even you want that type weaknesses, effectiveness, what we says explanation, I will do it. If you like this video, please give it a like and make sure to subscribe my channel and stay tuned for my videos, and stay tuned for my videos by clicking that bell icon, and make sure to subscribe my channel and keep waiting for my new videos. So bye Pokemon Masters, peace out. Let's meet in the next episode.